This is a fun matchup. Team comes in ranked in the top 10, but walking into a snake pit, a hostile environment, trying to escape with a W. This is the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, legendary home of the USC Trojans. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. EA Sports College Football Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Trojans will kick this away to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Whittington. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. The Ducks offense trots out there to open this game. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback will throw it up to one pass option. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Conversion right now. To throw, it's Moore. Near the sticks, it's Moore. They pick up enough for the 1st down. Football goes to the 45.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
To 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Ball handed off. Sends right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. grab behind the line. It's more. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
The Ducks will line up to kick it away. First part of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. So USC's offense comes out for their first possession today. They'll be challenged today by one of the elite linebacker groups in the sport. For impact players who fly around and are capable of just taking over football games.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's the versatility of what these guys do that really makes them so unique. I mean, they can play off ball and defend the run, and when you get into passing situations, oftentimes you'll see these guys blitz or get up near the line of scrimmage and pressure the quarterback. When you have that kind of ability, it's rare, let alone to have two of them. So that's why this defense is one of the best.
That completion sets up a second down play. On the run, it's Jordan. Makes an open space. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And it's caught across the middle. Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback still with the football. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
The Trojans moving quickly down the field here. Receiver in motion now. Bootleg looking to throw. It's caught. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Lined up here for quarter number 2. We'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the 2nd down play. And they hand it off to the back. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run. Then you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't filled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Swarmed with a pass rush and sacked.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it from the gun. And here he goes. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Motion by the back, defense better adjust. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down with an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They mix it up with a run. Fighting off the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the back gets the football. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking downfield. It's Mayava. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Trojans are in the red zone. Quarterback keeps the football. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The receiver grabs it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to pass. It's Moore. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Catch made in space. Look out. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down after that completion. Caught behind the line. It's Garcia. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Ducks will kick it deep to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st down, it's play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And the Trojans will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It can be hard sometimes in a pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
Now it's 2nd down here. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Moore. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. We'll try to run it with the option. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. He'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 1st down and 10. Takes the handoff again. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Dropping back. It's Moore. It's a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Ducks are on the move here. Trying to find room. It's Hughes. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. grab behind the line. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. What a catch! They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down just short of the mark, inches away from the 1st down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Running back with the football. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. This 1st and 10. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Garcia. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Caught near the goal line. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding through there on 1st down.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
And it's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat work.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Offense still looking to score a touchdown for the first time. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal, what the heck? Get behind this offensive line, trust that they're going to win that surge up front, and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Fire to the right side, complete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play fake, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. So an important 3rd down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the 2nd-level defenders freeze for a split second. That helps open those passing windows.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. He decides to keep it here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Mayava. Snags the quick throw. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. The Trojans come to the line with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. To throw, it's Moore. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And they're going to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Casper. He stopped, but he gets a first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Garcia. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And Chris, the home crowd is in complete shock. Just a few seconds left in this game, and we're either headed to overtime or it could end on a 2-point conversion. It's an awful feeling to be devastated and yet still so nervous here on this last play at the same time.
And it's caught. The gutsy call pays off for 2 points, and they take the lead here late.